Hey guys, welcome to Selfie Style. Today I'm going to be doing something different. Today I'm going to be reviewing my all-time favorite film, Schindler's List, and I'm going to be continuing this trend where I'm going to be reviewing all of my favorite films since childhood and since adulthood up until now. When anyone asks me what my favorite film is, it has become an instinctual reaction for me to say Schindler's List. This is the movie that made me look at films from a cinematic standpoint. Before this, movies were only about entertainment mostly. But with this film, cinema became, for me, more than just that. For me, this film is a perfect cinematic recreation of the Holocaust, one of the most disturbing and chilling moments of human history. From a storytelling standpoint, there are a few things I would like to mention. Based on the true story of Oskar Schindler, the trauma, the pain, and the evilness of the Holocaust is showcased brilliantly in this film. Full credit goes to the screenplay and the very nuanced, classic style of direction by Steven Spielberg, who chose to film this entire movie in black and white, which was a very bold move at that time since this film came out in the 90s. In terms of story, what else really stands out is the character arc of the protagonist, Oskar Schindler. He is a gray character. He thinks of business. He thinks of himself. He smokes, he drinks, he gambles, he flirts, and is quite cunning. None of his core habits, however, change, but he changes as a human being. He starts off as a staunch, selfish businessman. He is part of the Nazi party, but joined not because of any ideological similarities, but because he saw some benefit when it comes to earning money. So he exploits the skilled Jews who charge less. In return, they live, unlike the rest of the Jews who get sent to the concentration camps to die. At first, Oskar Schindler has no empathy for them and only thinks of how they can be useful to him. Throughout the course of the film, this changes as he gains respect for his Jewish accountant, Isaac Stern, and starts relating with the plight of the Jewish people.
Stop the train! He's here! Stop the train!
He starts to sympathize with them when he sees those closest to him being killed. We see the entire film through the eyes of Oskar Schindler. We see his greed for money slowly transform into the need to save as many Jewish lives as possible. However, what makes him a strong character is that his core characteristics and habits don't change, but instead get used in a different way. His cunningness starts being played out in a more positive way, since in order to fool an evil system, you need to use unconventional methods. Meanwhile, he still smokes, he still gambles, and he still flirts. Habits don't determine a human being. Overall, the screenplay is the king of this film. That and the direction. The film moves smoothly. This isn't a fast film, but is a film that requires your time. For those who are interested in watching a film that takes place during the Holocaust, this is an absolute must-watch. For those who love history, a must-watch. This film depicts the Holocaust from afar, but also delves into the personal nuances. We see the claustrophobic concentration camps, we see the gas chambers, we see the evil Nazis up close, but most importantly, we see the empathy of one man, Oskar Schindler, thus the name of the film, Schindler's List. The cinematography is exceptional. The use of long shots work as a canvas, showcasing the turbulent and tragic times. There is one classic moment where we see a girl in a red coat. This is an iconic moment in the film due to the symbolism and the red coat, which is the only portion in the film that is in color. Anybody who has seen this film would remember this moment. It's a powerful moment, which works as one of the main triggers that forces Oskar Schindler to change the way he sees things. The editing is smooth, the theme music of the film is perfect and communicates the necessary emotions that the film sets out to communicate. Now for the performances. To say Liam Neeson is exceptional would be an understatement. He will always be a huge part of the film. He is Oskar Schindler in this film. Ben Kingsley is fantastic as always. The acting is subtle and never goes over the top. It goes with the tone of the film. Special mention to the climax of the film, which is very emotional and impactful.
From the Talmud, it says whoever saves one life saves the world entire.
Steven Spielberg is one hell of a director. It requires a lot of sensitivity and skill to make such a grand film like this. It is no surprise that he won the Academy Award for Best Director. He keeps us visually glued to the film. Schindler's List is a film for the ages. Definitely my favorite film of all time. I've seen it multiple times. One of my other favorite films is Life is Beautiful, which is also set during the Holocaust. I find the Holocaust to be one of the most tragically and disturbingly fascinating moments of human history because it boggles my mind as to how humans can be capable of so much evil. Maybe that explains why two of my favorite films revolve around the Holocaust. I would like to end this by saying that nobody should miss this emotional masterpiece called Schindler's List. Thank you, this is Selfie Style, and I'll be reviewing my favorite films more often along with my usual Selfie Style reviews on the spot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace out. Bye.